it's resulted in chronic and transitional food security. Food security in the sense has right to life, that include right to life, right to food, right to employment, right to health in terms of safe diet, water, sanitation and other social security provision which contribute to achieve food security directly or indirectly. And these are the scenario all over the world of food insecurity. That 6 million children die of hunger every year, 17,000 per day according to FAO in 2009. And also in Food and Agriculture Organization shows that a total of 925 million that are still estimated to be undernourished in 2010, representing almost 16% population of the developing country. The state of food insecurity in the world 2009 jointly prepared by Food and Agriculture Organization and the World Food Programme report that India is home to the largest number of people undernourished in the world, who account for 20% of the country's total population, purposely half stomach. And according to the 2011 Global Hunger Index constructed by the International Food Policy Research Institution, India stands at a humiliating 67 out of 81 countries and almost 48% children undernourished in the period of 2003 to 2009. In Madhya Pradesh, the population 38.3% of the population is exposed to starvation, as they are poor and marginalized in the process of development. The Madhya Pradesh ranked first in the proportion of children affected by malnutrition, according to National Family Health Survey 2005. Over 82% of the children in the state are anemic, and 60% of the children in the state suffer from malnutrition. We can see that in table. Madhya Pradesh has higher percentage of malnutrition and all other related area than to India. And this table also shows that the higher percentage of malnutrition concentrated with the rural population and scheduled caste, scheduled tribes and other backward class compared to other. This table shows the overall comparative picture of malnutrition in Indian state, where we can see that Madhya Pradesh has the lowest rank in India Hunger Index ranking, which is 70, and has highest ranking in India State Hunger Index score, that is 30.92. Though Indore district of Madhya Pradesh is one of the most developed, urbanized, educated and industrial district, but still suffering from hunger and malnutrition. This is the question and matter of inquiry. Here I am giving the theoretical and conceptual framework of food security. This diagram shows the evolution of food security concept, and these are the main phases which indicate how food security concept changes in course of time due to Cold War strategy to right to food now. And the notion of right to food abolishes the charity dimension of the state regarding to food security and based food security on the basis of human dignity, accountability, transparency, participation, empowerment, non-discrimination and inclusion, which are the main foundation of human rights. And with my understanding, I compiled that integrated concept of integrated picture of social exclusion. Social exclusion simply is a process in which an individual belonging to some social group, wholly or partially, excluded from the full participation in society in which they live. It is a dynamic process and based upon various bases like caste, gender, race, religion, ethnicity, ideology, etc. And it may be individual, collective, dynamic, relative, voluntary, cumulative, conditional, forcefully in its nature. And if we see the all over world scenario, United States of America concentrate on the economic aspect of social exclusion, but India take the interdisciplinary perspective of the social exclusion. There are many mechanisms of social exclusion that will vary to discrimination, deprivation, marginalization, segregation, ostracism, and stigmatization, and so and so. And this can be active or passive. And equal opportunity, employment, poverty, fundamental need, social need, participation, human rights, justice, inclusion. These are the main indicator of the social exclusion. And I think these are the main reason of social exclusion, that interest, either individual or collective, competition, hierarchy, solidarity, division of labor, and ideology. And social exclusion is a dynamic process in which discrimination, deprivation, and exclusion in a cyclic process. And here I propose the framework of human rights, social justice, and inclusion. Generally, human rights are those rights which are prerequisite and essential for the decent human dignity and dignified human existence, and as well as for the satisfactory development for the human personality. And traditionally, the concept of human right was developed to limit the power of government over individual. But nowadays, human rights considered not only as a legal condition, but also a social interpretation of law, and as well as the policy instrument to achieve the actual realization of the social justice and development by the process of inclusion. And here, simple meaning of inclusion is that reducing inequalities between the least advantageous group and rest of the society by closing the opportunity gap and ensuring support to those who need it most. And these social justice and inclusion comprising with all rights, whether they social, political, or economic. And here I develop the framework of social justice. Social justice is the contract between society and justice. It is justice based on the social context. And in fact, it is an inclusive action to protect the vulnerable, marginalized, and excluded people of the society. And it must be based on the three components: inclusive development, inclusive justice, inclusive society. Where inclusive development refers that the fruits of economic development must be ensured to the least advantageous people of the society. And secondly, inclusive justice, where the fundamental rights of each person should be preserved in that manner that they empower the least advantageous with the interpretation of the progressive law. And lastly, inclusive society, in which there is no discrimination based on sex, class, caste, religion, society, ethnicity, etc., but should be positive discrimination to protect vulnerable, marginalized, and excluded people. Here, this slide shows that generally women treated as indifferent manner in a society due to the patriarchal society, tradition, and culture, in which due to the pattern of social exclusion, they lost their holistic development. And this picture shows that in the cyclic process of social exclusion, poverty, and food insecurity, development always undermines. This is the research methodology. The study depends on both primary and secondary sources, and the sources of primary data are questionnaire, interview, and observation method. A study based on totally exploratory design tries to explore the potential of ICDS toward food and nutritional security, right to food, right to development, and millennium development goal. And I used purposive snowball sampling method to opt study area as well as respondent. In Indore district, there are total number of 15 projects, 62 sectors, and 1582 Anganwadis are currently present. Out of them, I have chosen only 2 projects, 2 sectors and 10 Anganwadi as a study sample by snowball sampling method. And this is the respondent detail. Respondents are from the beneficiary, Anganwadi worker who execute the scheme, and from official level who supervise the policy implementation. Out of total 36 respondents, 23 respondents are beneficiary, including 9 lactating mothers, 3 pregnant mothers, 5 adolescent girls, and 6 other women of age up to 45 years from different castes. 10 respondents are Anganwadi workers, and 3 respondents are from official level. This is the brief profile of the respondent, which shows that respondent mainly involved in the informal sector. This slide shows the basis of integrated child development services scheme, and this is an inclusive policy of Indian government for the holistic development of women and child. This scheme launched in 2nd October 1975 to provide an integrated package of services in convergent manner for the holistic development of child and to reduce the incidence of mortality, malnutrition and school dropout. Since the need of the young child cannot be addressed in isolation from both his or her mother, the program also extends to the adolescent girls, pregnant women, nursing mothers. And ICDS services are provided through a vast network of ICDS centers better known as Anganwadi. And these are the main services which are provided by the ICDS center: supplementary nutrition, immunization, health checkup, medical service, preschool education, and nutrition and health education with the convergent manner of Department of Women and Child Development and Department of Health. This is the performance appraisal of ICDS scheme according to the National Family Health Survey 2004-5. We see here that only 33% of children use the services of the ICDS, and below we can see that the 78% of pregnant women and 83% of breastfeeding women have no service delivery from the ICDS center. And this is the finding of the study. As we discussed in the review of literature, finding support them that women are often excessively affected by hunger, food insecurity, poverty and discrimination, largely as a result of gender equality discrimination and their lack of enjoyment of various types of rights and power.